The Yoruba people have a very good relationship with the Igbo people. If I'm not deeper in the relationship we have between the independent and after independence, I have an insight of what happened when I was very young in the school days. And by then, we have a very good and robust relationship with the Igbo people. Because in Lagos by then, the issue of tribalism did not shine in our character. But talking of when I grew up, I involved in activism within the context of Nigeria. I'm being the leaders of one of the socio-cultural groups in Yoruba. In 2013, we have the organization that was formed in Ike. We call it the Southern Nigerian Congress, which was formed in the house of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. We have 50 people in the south, we have party in the southeast, and another 50% in the southwest. That gives us room to have a solid relationship in this Nigeria. The first meeting was held in Uyo, and we issue a communique that let me just come again and reiterate my position about defending the interests of our brothers and sisters who are able on justice. The information that was submitted by in Yoruba land about lying against forging out fallacy that Igbo court crisis after the attack on our promising youths in Lekki. I can assure that we as Yoruba, as usual, we are highly accommodating and we are to protect interests because we realize that the Igbo are the businessmen and women in Yoruba. And the economic inputs give us growth in terms of development. And I don't want anybody to have that fear again because when this information was being disseminated by the few elements that was a call from deep angles, the Ezeibo in Lagos called me, the Oranze called me. I said, relax, we know where this information is coming from. And know how they upgrade their propaganda to cover their costs. And within three days, we'll be able to weather this storm. But let me come back to the issue of solution to the country because I've listened to different speakers with their view and opinion. And we have a speaker on the basis of diverse in terms of ideology or what they want. But I want you to know that we started agitating for restructuring through Alao Abaton in 1989. And when you calculate the year of 1989, now it's about 30 years more than. And when you are talking about restructuring without strategy, it will be very difficult to achieve restructuring without strategy. We continue crying for about restructuring in another 100 years, and our institution will be destroyed, and state of nation of Nigeria will be decayed. And the generation that is coming did not have the patience that we have. Look at how organized the youth came out to have a peaceful position about demand to move this country. Though their demand was 7-point demand, education, health, household demand, but the main cogent point is the changing of constitution. And the changing of constitution, which lies about restructuring. And what kind of restructuring do we want? Because when you are saying that you don't want this country to break, we are one, and some say that they won't allow you to be, they won't allow this country to be structured. I will refer you back to the state of Jaba on Wednesday, the level of arrogance as a slogan of the Mr. President, no matter the pressure, Nigeria not structured. The last I was talking about the 4 zones that are to for restructuring. The fourth zone that cooperated to fight for restructuring, the players, the political products did not even agree with you. Some of them are thinking about 2023, how they can give them the presidency. And at the same time, we have to fight this struggle on two sides. You should not abuse somebody who believes in self-determination. If you don't agitate for self-determination, the Northerners will not do restructuring. The only thing that can spike their heart and mind is when the Southerners say, we will break if you don't restructure. They don't want to break up Nigeria. And if you are negotiating in a weak point, you can't get what you want. If you want 5 things, ask for 15 things. But when you say, as an elite, we will continue calling within 2 years time now, we have a election of 2003. They will throw cut on you. They have started dividing us. They will give you president because they know Kanu is asking for self-determination of Iba, and they saw him moving to different in national institutions. The pressure of giving them the instant, let us throw this kajo or carrot to the Southeast so that it can weaken them. By next month, when they know that the US is calling for self-determination, they already give it to Fayemi or Tinubu. So that's a political joker and strategy to weigh us down on the basis of ideology. I will advise, because when you are talking of handshake across the Niger, we have to move on this thing on the basis of strategy. It's not about growing grammar. We have to know where we are going and way forward, how we can achieve what we want. Please don't discourage Kanu in his own self. Let them continue their own restructuring. Yoruba will tell you the capacity. Let us use the hand of the left and the right. You will clean your hand. But the situation you are telling somebody who is risking his life based on freedom, it will be very difficult to Nigeria. I am not praying that Nigeria should break. If Nigeria breaks, who tell you that the Igbos will do their business in Nigeria Republic? Who tell you we drive them away from Lagos or any state Yoruba land because we are Odo Republic? Are you telling me Yoruba is doing their business in Igbo land? Who can even eventually become a Biafra Republic? Are you telling me that Igbo is not doing their business in Benin Republic and that's a country? Our pastor Bakari has said that they don't want to be in another person, a country in Igbo land. But if the North panel, we won't give you restructuring. They have to play with that. We are Southerners, we are intellectual, we are panel, we are strategy. But we are not good in political strategy like Fulani. Fulani are about to be a political strategist. They know how to cajole you people. So we should not continue to be a toothless bulldog shouting restructuring. At the end of the day, you don't get it from me. 2022, in the middle of 2020, nobody will be talking about the president. They will be thinking of who they will give the minister, maybe their son or some of their friends. Maybe they will have a political patronage in the federal. But now, it's still very. Let us put more pressure on the power that be. We have oligarchy in all the 6 geopolitical zones now. We even have the oligarchy in Yoruba land, who did share ideology of self-determination, who did not even share the ideology of restructuring. We are shooting on ground. We have Yoruba that in their own mind, in their own thinking, they want the power, and they continue to be enslaving us. They will continue to be looting our treasury to make them become a political mafia. So I will appeal to our brothers and sisters in this program. Let those who are fighting for self-determination continue with their self-determination. Let those fighting for restructuring continue with restructuring. At the end of the day, we will lose both. We will get one. Either we get a restructuring on the basis of regionalism in all the operating units. If you get a regionalism in all the units, I know in a period of 10 years, Nigeria will be compared with a European nation. But if we don't be strategic about it, we will achieve it. Because I was meeting of the Southern Nigeria organization in finance Astro. they were attacking. I said, look, don't attack this young man. I don't know him. I haven't met him by then, and I haven't had any contact with him. I said, let us empower him to be, so that can achieve restructuring his own self-determination. But they did it to me. And they used all the force to drive away from Nigeria. He's now in international level now. He's having more nations. So I will appeal to Igbo and appeal to Yoruba people that anybody who have a mindset in the two struggle, let's give him certain leverage, even though we don't share it. But I can assure you at the end of the day, we get one out of it. Thank you.